What up, YouTube? Tomtv back with another video. And it's just a reminder, all my videos is from my Twitch stream. So if y'all want to see it live, link down low in the description. Tomtv Network on Twitch. Make sure y'all pop out so y'all can see it live if y'all want to. And about that, let's get straight into the video. The NBA has been hiding their next superstar. Let's get straight to this video and let's see who they talking about.
When the first 2024 NBA mock draft was released, 6'10" ultra-athletic wing Modest Buzelis was declared the NBA's next #1 pick. Surely, superstardom was headed his way only after one season with the G League ignited in a weak draft. Modest fell to pick number 11. But what happens when you combine the talent of a #1 pick with the mindset of
Is he gonna be like that?
A chip on his
Is he gonna
shoulder?
be like that?
That's what I wanted. I wanted to be here. I'm ready to work, man. I was born for this. Thank you to everyone that doubted me, because I wouldn't be here without y'all. I use it as fuel.
Before the draft, Modest had tried to showcase his #1 ability, challenging #1 pick Zachary Rizache while saying, I want to see him one-on-one. He just doesn't want to do that with me.
Confidence. We like it. We like it early. Confidence. We like it.
Advantage is that I have everything over him. The NBA has seen plenty of these impossible stories. Players falling in the draft only to rise up as faces of the league. And after a dominant NBA Summer League showing, Modest made one thing very clear.
What's my ceiling? I think I could be the best player ever. That's just how I think. And if you don't think like that, I mean, it's not the sport for you.
You should think like that for life. Just saying. You should think like that for about life, for real.
Massive statement, but today we are going to look at if Modest's self-belief is justified. In a basketball world where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just rose from pick number 11 to MVP of the NBA, is Modest Buzelis the NBA's next hidden megastar? To answer that question, we need to go back to March 22nd of this year. Against Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves, and the Los Angeles Lakers, Modest showed everything he could become as a basketball player.
Okay.
Midway through the first quarter, Modest was scoreless when he went at Luka.
That's the space they need when they don't worry about you blocking the shot.
Listen, for Luka defense, Luka got no defense. But that's still a hell of a move. Luka got no defense.
In this game, Modest was everywhere, displaying his athleticism in transition, knocking down 3 after 3, dunking with supreme authority. This was a coming out party for Modest that had been an entire season in the making. To many, Modest Buzelis was seemingly coming out of nowhere. So was this a one-game wonder, or was this a sign of stardom to come? Well, the clues for this incredible explosion against the Lakers had shown themselves throughout the entire regular season. Right before the All-Star break, Modest had actually made NBA history against the Miami Heat, becoming the youngest player ever to shoot a perfect 10 for 10 from the floor in a game. The more we look for signs of stardom, the more we find them. According to Crafted NBA, Modest is already one of the best shot blockers in the league. As a rookie, he was in the 91st percentile in block percentage and 92nd percentile in rim defense. This meant that opponents shot 8.5% worse around the basket, taking the ball up against Modest compared to the average NBA defender. Those are eye-popping numbers for any rookie,
good move,
especially a wing player. But if we're being honest, future superstars don't normally find themselves on the bench to begin their careers.
For real.
Happens, it's unusual. So why did Modest average just 8.3 minutes per game in his first 15 games? Well, with Zach LaVine still on the Bulls roster alongside several other wings, head coach Billy Donovan was prioritizing his veterans. Modest had to wait his turn, but when Zach LaVine was traded, suddenly flashes of greatness appeared right in front of our eyes. That #1 pick energy that we had seen in high school was suddenly showing itself again. In high school, Modest was a high-flying athletic specimen. As As an oversized forward, he moved gracefully around the court. As a senior, he shot over 40% from three. He could often be found dunking on the heads of helpless high school defenders, and on defense,
Oh, he was like
a
that.
menace.
I didn't
At
know
this
he was
point,
moving
Modest
like
looked
that.
every part of the future #1 overall pick, the future NBA star. He also let his opponents know this, trash talking in their face as much as possible. And so Modest was offered by Duke, Kansas, North Carolina, Michigan State, Kentucky. You get it. All of the top tier schools wanted him, but here is where things went off course. If he had gone to college, maybe he would have been that #1 pick, or at least a top 5 pick. Modest, though, believed the best path forward for him was to develop his game against pros, which meant he took the challenge of signing with the G League Ignite, where
That's
right
W,
out of
bro.
high school, he would be
I ain't
playing
gonna,
against.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people been doing that, and if you believe in your skills and stuff like that, I feel like that's a good thing to do, because now you can get paid. You pretty much going pro already. I mean, you know, you can get paid in NIL deals in college. You already get paid regardless, so might as well just take it.
Grown men who were fighting to earn NBA contracts. The G League Ignite in general was a failed experiment by the NBA. The idea of allowing players who were not yet draft eligible the chance to play against G League competition with a professional coaching
Or go
staff
overseas
seemed like a no-brainer. Only already the G League Ignite has been shut down. Led by 2024 #5 pick Ron Holland and Modest, the Ignite won just 2 games in their final season and lost 32. The problem was that the players on the team were not actually good enough yet to compete with professional competition. And in general, the overall aim of the Ignite went against the core of basketball, winning games. G League Ignite players were trying to grow their own draft profiles, not learn how to thrive within a system. And because of this, Modest's hype and draft stock fell. Scouts focused on the negatives. They focused on the 2 wins. They didn't focus on the respectable numbers Modest was putting up against professional players. 14.3 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 2.1 blocks per game.
That's good stats.
And the blocks especially stood out. Modest showed he could be an athletic disruptor on defense, and when he got an open lane to the basket, watch out, he was going to try and tear down the rim. But scouts only saw the negatives. They saw that he wasn't shooting well, and they were right. On the Ignite, Modest shot just 27.3% from 3-point range.
But how many shots he was putting up
per game, which of course in the modern NBA is not ideal. However, as a rookie on the Bulls, Modest has already shown remarkable improvement. In his first season, Modest made 36.1% of his threes on 3.3 attempts per game. Almost the exact same amount of shots, but much better shooting against much better competition. Promising.
That's also
What's
good.
even better is Modest's all-around development throughout the season. The Chicago Bulls were expected to tank post All-Star break after the Zach LaVine trade, and Modest was expected to get a lot more minutes. One of those 2 things ended up happening. Modest got his minutes, but Chicago surprised everyone with a post All-Star game record of 17 wins and 10 losses. Modest was a major reason for this. Pre-All-Star break, in under 15 minutes per game, he had averaged just 6.4 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 0.8 blocks per game. Now,
but what he doing now?
More playing time, his numbers went up, which was expected, but so did his efficiency. Playing around 27 minutes per game post All-Star.
That's good, bro.
13 points, 4.8
That's
rebounds,
good.
1.1 blocks, while his advanced numbers also improved.
If not this year, next year he's gonna put his name out there. His name is gonna be out there.
A better true shooting percentage, a better on-court, off-court plus minus, more win shares per 48 minutes. The more playing time Modest got, the better he proved himself to be. Post All-Star game stats for a rookie can actually be very indicative for a breakout player to be. Back in the 2016 season, Devin Booker looked like a good 13th overall pick, as a rookie putting up 10.6 points and 1.8 assists per game. That was before the All-Star weekend. After the All-Star weekend, Devin finished the season averaging 19.2 points and 4.1 rebounds per game, and then suddenly in year 2, he was already averaging 22
That's
points
what I'm saying.
Some players just need a chance to showcase their abilities. Booker himself himself had been overlooked in his own draft, as with older guards ahead of him at Kentucky,
Sorry for burping.
didn't start a single college basketball game. This is where the true X factor for Modest's future in the NBA comes into play. His relentless work ethic to become the actual best. Modest has said, "I told Billy that I want to be pushed to the limit. I want to be the best player ever. That's just how I think.
Ever?
When he takes me out for a mistake, I get better." And we saw that at the end of the season. Just 1 week after his great game versus the Lakers. Against the Mavericks, Modest showed us even more.
Giddy for three. Rebound, Vucevic, back to Vucevic.
The athleticism is off the charts, but also watch this footwork on a drive to the basket.
The Bulls just keep plugging away.
Good move.
Nice move.
Against the Mavericks, the ball was in Modest's hands more, and he showed us his all-around game. 29 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and he knocked down 5 threes. This is
That's
who
good
Modest
stats.
Buzelis can
That's good stats
become
for this
as
game.
a basketball player. Sometimes in life, all you need is a chance, an opportunity to show how great you truly are. Modest has shown us he has all of the tools to develop into a star player. The only question is, just how hard will he push himself to get there? Thank you for watching.
Come to the Lakers, bro.
Today's video. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications.
W video, bro. Hey, come to the Lakers. We show you how good you is. Nah, W video. Next.